Dexy, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
Yo, people, what you telling me? We're back again for another one. Footy talk season done, and yeah, man, hella here we goes going on. What you telling me, man?
What's good, brother? You out, man?
Yeah, man's calm, bro. They just announced DELAP to Chelsea. Looks like
Chelsea. Brother, you see Chelsea, they get on my nerves, man. I don't think them man have any scouts. They don't have scouts over there. All they do is wait for other teams to be interested in someone and then nip in. I've noticed that. But how many times have you seen a Chelsea target that was only linked with Chelsea?
No, it never happens, bro. Chelsea always copy a next man's homework. That's what they do, bro. That's what they do still. I can't lie. Chelsea been doing that.
They're annoying,
Chelsea been doing that, bro. They let other teams do the scouting and then they just take the player. I hear it. That's what they do.
It's annoying, bro. Caicedo, Liverpool wanted him. Lavia,
yeah, same with Lavia as well. Yeah, that's what they do.
But even not Mkhitaryan, the other dude just got banned. The Arsenal wanted.
Yeah, Mudryk was there. The Arsenal thing. Yeah.
Then last minute they stole him. Like they're weirdos, man. They love stealing players, bro.
This is what they do, bro. This is what they do, man. Do you know what I mean? So DELAP to Chelsea, they're saying that City will get 30% as well of the fee. So City will get just under 10 million for that. million release clause. Yeah, because he was at the academy. Their
I didn't
academy.
even know that, you know.
Yeah, bro. He come from the academy. That's why I thought he's gonna end up at United. Because I thought, yo, back to Manchester for him, light work. But then they're saying we never got Champions League football, and that swayed it. So
That's a
he's
bit
going
cheeky,
Chelsea.
though.
It is.
Because you ain't never played Champions League football, bro. What are you talking
But,
about?
but that's what I said. I was like, this brother's never played Champions League, and he's talking about Champions League football, blood. You're like 22 years old. Do you get it? It's mad. But this is what these players do, innit? You know what I mean? So, like, he's going to be at Chelsea, and Chelsea is still in for Ekitike. So it looks like he's going to be second choice number 9 anyway when he goes to Chelsea. So
I don't know why players do it to themselves, because Chelsea is not a team I'd want to play for. The reason I play for Chelsea is if I'm like Enzo. When Enzo went there, you knew you're going to be one of the main people. You know, players like that. Whereas if you're a player that your position is not like nailed,
yeah,
I'm not going Chelsea, bro. Because Jackson is awful, by the way. Like yesterday, you see when he ran, like it was one-on-one, like
bro. Jackson is he's class, blood. But the thing is, with Jackson, that Chelsea gave him a new deal recently, I think last season, and they're already linked with getting rid of him, bro. Like there's already chat of them letting him go already. And if they sign 2 strikers, there's a chance that he could leave, bro.
They got Nkunku as well, though, innit?
Yeah, he's gonna leave as well.
But that's what I'm saying. But on paper, he's better than Jackson.
Yeah, on paper, but I don't know, bro. The paper's not papering, fam. I'll be honest.
Yeah, but they didn't play him. They kept playing him in the conference and not in the league. Like, you're boying him off, man. Because if I'm in Nkunku, I'm looking at Jackson playing. I'm like, hold on, you are mugging me because this brother can't even run properly with a ball.
Yeah.
Did you see the goal he scored yesterday? He went to header, it hit his chest and went in, and he celebrated like he scored a 30-yarder.
Now that's him though. That's him though, bro. I'll be honest. Like, he's the guy that makes the difficult things look easy and the easy things look difficult, bro. This is what he does, innit? That's the kind of player he is, man. So it'll be interesting. Like, even when you said, about you wouldn't go to Chelsea, it's the same with Sancho, bro. Sancho came off the bench yesterday, changed the game for Chelsea. But if you're Jadon Sancho, when you went to Chelsea, you could have never imagined that you'd be coming off the bench for Chelsea. When you're looking at players like Mudryk and Madueke, there's no way I'm meant to be coming off the bench for them, Breast. Them man are dead. Them man are dead food. There's no way Sancho should be coming off the bench here for a team that has these man in it. But he has been. Chelsea's a weird place, bro. You go there, they signed Dewsbury Hall. He don't play.
I think he's good. I like Dewsbury.
Yeah, I think he's decent, bro. Do you know what I mean? He don't play. Like, there's just Chelsea's a weird football club. Like, there's no guarantees with Chelsea. No matter what. Like, it don't matter who you are. Even Felix was on the bench. Chelsea
don't know their best team.
No, I hear it.
They don't, and also that Chelsea have got money over there. Like, I saw, I don't know if you saw the interview with Obi Mikel when he was dissing Arsenal and the woman hotted him up. Do you see that one?
No.
Basically, he was like, Arsenal have spent 600 million. Arteta spent 600 million since he's been there. Man ain't done that and blah, 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 this, that. The woman was like, hold on a minute, but 700 million divided by 8 years, 7 years, whatever. It's
less than 100 million, yeah.
Less than 100 million a season. For him to turn around that squad ain't too bad. Didn't Chelsea spend $1 billion in the transfer window? Man went quiet.
They spent 1.7 billion they've spent in that 2 seasons.
And it's like, so people do this thing where they regurgitate what they hear online. It's like, brother, face your own front, man. Face your own doorstep. Don't worry about Arsenal. Because you man have spent, as you said, 1.2 billion in 2 seasons. You man are celebrating winning the Conference League final like it's the Champions League. I see Madueke doing dreams and nightmares at the
now that guy he's tapped though, blood. You know the one.
Brother, I used to dream about times like this. I said for Conference League. You would have taken the piss, bro. Come on,
but that's Madueke's level, blood. I'll be honest, that is his level. That is his Champions League. This man, that I don't even know how he's still in that squad. That is his Champions League. That's why he's doing Meek Mill karaoke, bro. He has to.
But have you seen Madueke in training though? Have you seen that he's finishing in training?
Yeah.
Brother, when I said, he's finishing in training is out of this world, bro.
That's what I've been telling, man. In training, these men are 5-star ballers in training.
I'm like, brother. But then when he plays, it's like he doesn't convert. Because, brother, when I saw him in training, I was like, the finishing I saw in his video, I was like, hold on, wait, what? When you look at his left foot, it was like whap, in. Yeah. But then when he plays it in the real game and he gets his left foot, he's not rapping it. He's either hitting the keeper or going wide. I'm like, I don't know how in training you can be
The
doing
pressure,
this in
man.
training and a real game. I don't get it, bro.
It's the pressure, bro. I'm telling you, a lot of these pro footballers in training look ridiculous. Do you know what I'm saying? They look ridiculous. Do you know what I'm saying? And then when you see these men kicking ball, they're dead food, bro. Like, this is what it is. Like, anyone can do it when there's no pressure. Anyone can do it when there's no pressure. Man has seen it. Even in man that watch basketball, it's like, them man can't miss in the gym. You see all these men in the gym, you know, and they're just pulling up from anywhere. And it's just, it's wet every time. Like, bro, it's crazy. And then in games, them man are hitting the corner of the backboard. Like, this is what these men do, bro. It's like, training is just a different ball game. It's just a different ball game, man. Madueke is one of the worst players when you actually watch, man. We actually watch, man, and you see the training footage, yeah, and this sprayer is doing Iron Robin cutting whip top corner every time.
Isn't it? But do you know, I think it's money with these footballers. I don't know, man. I just feel like the way Chelsea have done their thing over there by signing a lot of these men with the 5-6 year contracts. Brother, imagine someone saying to you, all right, here's an 8 year, 7 year, 6 year contract of 100 bags a week, 150 bags a week. Brother, I don't care if I don't play next week.
Yeah.
You have to get rid of me in 6 years, or I can say I'm not going nowhere. So I'm guaranteed 100 bags a week, 52 weeks a year for 6 years. Where's my incentive to improve? I don't have to have any incentive to prove.
Yeah, there isn't one.
My base salary is 150. Appearance fee, cup fee, bonus. All these things are bonuses.
And if you're in a team that wins trophies, you're getting bonuses when the team wins.
Yeah, yes, I'm saying. But on a normal, out of my brethren, I'm the richest one of my brethren, isn't it? Like, I'm the guy in my friendship group. You are helping me do that. I don't care about anything else. I think that's the difference with a lot of footballers. That I look at Chelsea and I see a squad of young ballers. I see a squad of young rich brothers that don't care about football like that. Like they care.
It's the lifestyle, bro.
But the lifestyle is more important. That's what I see at Chelsea. I see
100%, bro.
Like Liverpool, I don't see lifestyle. Arsenal, I see a bit of lifestyle, but I still see football in it.
Yeah, Chelsea, you see bare rich man them that are just, they get to hang out with their rich brethren at work. That's what it is. Because when I see Tosin and Cole Palmer and these man busting jokes and Madueke, and it just man them, bro. Like, when I look at Chelsea, you get me? It's not, bruv, like, it's not serious, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's not serious at all, blood. It's closer to fucking Duchesne and Sully than it is to football, blood. You get me? That's what it is, bro. I swear done. Like, when I look at Chelsea, that's what it is. I can't lie, bro. It's that. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's a bit weird, bro. It's a bit weird, but that's where football is in general today, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, every team's got one of those players, bro. Every team's got one of those
now because all the young boys get money mad early. Back in the day, remember, players like Rooney got money because Rooney was the next up. Like, he came into the team at 16, 17 and was doing a madness. So he got the contract. Players like Saka, over time, you see him get the contract. Saliba, he gets the contract. But most players, like, for example, DELAP, I'm not being rude. I don't think you deserve that contract yet. I thought he scored 11 goals, 12 goals in the league, but now he's commanding a big fee. Like, he's going to go to Chelsea and maybe he might get 150 bags a week.
I don't think Chelsea will give him that, though. You know what is with Chelsea? Chelsea's wage bill is actually sensible. I think DELAP will only be on about 80k at Chelsea, maybe.
You think so?
He's on 20 now, I think. So I don't think Chelsea are going to give him a big wage because Chelsea are sensible. Do you know what I mean? If they pay him 100k or above, it's too much. Do you know what I'm saying? I think he'll get about 80 bags maximum. Like, Chelsea are actually pretty sensible. They make you work for your money. Like, Cole Palmer started on 90k and then he just got moved up to 100 and something recently. So I reckon he's going to get about 80. I think he'll get about 80. I think Chelsea are very sensible with their pricing. That's one thing I will say. You know what I'm saying? They're very sensible with their pricing.
I'm looking at their squad. Reece James is on 250 a week.
He's on the most and he's the captain.
Wesley Fofana's on 200. And Nkuku's on 195. Enzo 180. Cucurella.
That's light. 180 for Enzo. That's light, bro. Like, all these things are light.
Do you think that's light a week? 175 for Cucurella.
No, but it's light, bro. You man have got Jesus and Havertz on a combined nearly 500 a week. your wage bills is fucking Jumanji compared to Chelsea's. You know what I
Caicedo
mean?
150, Sancho 150, Cole Palmer 130, but he's gonna sign new contracts soon. I know he's Cole
Yeah,
100.
Caicedo will definitely get a new contract probably this summer. To be fair to him.
Caicedo's on 150, yeah. Madueke on 50, Gustavo on 45, Lavia on 45.
That's what I mean. Madueke's only on 50k, so it's not hard to move on players like this as well because they're on modest wages compared to other
GP
players.
Hall's
Like,
on 80. Mudrich was on 100. Jackson's on 100.
see,
Colwell on
Mudryk on 100 is crazy because this bread only played like 30 top flight games before Chelsea signed him, bro. Like he's a relative novice in football and he got 100 bags. It's mental. But that was under the old ownership, I believe.
Tossins on 120.
Yeah, and he was a free transfer. That's why he's on 120. I don't think DELAP gets the 120 still.
Do you know, I'm looking at Arsenal's wages. Arsenal's wages are not that bad. There's only a few man on big wages over there.
Nah.
Yeah, Havertz is on 280.
Yeah.
Gabriel's 265.
Bruv, that's over 500 a week for them two. And then, man, bro, that's crazy.
Declan Rice is on 240. Odegaard 240.
See, bro, Chelsea don't have man on 240.
Partey.
Like, Reece James is the only one that's on that money, bro. Like, so your wage bill's already collapsed, bro.
Yeah, but there's bare man on like 100 as well, like Chelsea though. There's that bare man on Gabriel's on 100. Calafiori 120, Moreno 130, Zinchenko 150 is disgusting.
You see what I'm saying?
Ben White 150, Raheem Sterling.
Man there, Ben White's on more than Caicedo and that. You know what I'm saying? It's mental.
No, Ben White starts there. It's only because he's injured, isn't it?
Hey,
Saka's on 195.
Ben White shouldn't be on Caicedo money though. You get me? Like Saliba's gonna want that Gabriel money. That Gabriel Jesus money.
You see, Arsenal's problem, I believe certain people shouldn't be on certain wages.
Yeah, but Odegaard's on 240.
So, and the problem, no, the thing is, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't mind being Odegaard on 240. You see, I have a problem with Martinelli being on 180. That's what.
That's a madness, isn't it?
What's going on here? Because remember, if you're a player, you see Martinelli on 180. You're thinking your agent, you're ringing your agent saying, yo. And when you go to the meeting, tell the man that Martinelli's on 180, innit? But
look at Saka, bro. If Saka's looking at these, man, he's meant to be on more money than all of these, man. So if Kai Havertz is on 280, yeah, Saka's like, cool, I need to be on 3 bills.
Yeah, but I don't know why even Kai Havertz got that, bro.
But this is what I'm trying to say. You paid money for him and then put him on that wage as well. It's not like you got him on a free and you put him on that. You paid money for him and then paid him that as well.
I think it could have came from Chelsea, innit, and whatever. So I think I'm like, I don't know why you pushed for this move so much for 280. Because I don't think he's a bad player. I think he's a good player, but at the same time, I'm not giving. He's not a 280 a week player, in my opinion.
No, he's not. He's closer to a 180 a week player, and even that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to say, bro. Martinelli's on higher wages than Cole Palmer, bro. This is what I mean. Chelsea's wage bill is calm in comparison. It's actually calm in comparison to Arsenal's.
I'll look to the total at the bottom. Oh, Arsenal. I don't know, actually. I need to look. We got the 4th highest in the league, apparently. I don't know who. The highest were for United, isn't it? Or City?
City, maybe. And then Arsenal would be up there. But the thing is, ours will be considerably lower now because Rashford, Anthony are some of our highest earners and they're out, innit? They're out on loan and they're not coming back.
Yeah, City are first.
Also, Varane left, Martial left. These guys were on over 200. So our wage bills reduced significantly now, bro.
But to be fair, City will reduce as well. If they get rid of a certain, because Kevin De Bruyne is on 400 a week, he's going to go.
But Erling's on big money, and they brought in Thingy on big money as well, Mamouche.
Mamouche is on here. He's on 295 a week.
That's what I'm saying.
Bernardo Silva's on 300. Grealish on 300.
They'll get rid of Jack.
Haaland on 525 a week. Gundogan 230. John Stone 250. Phil Foden 225.
Right, City's is way, bro. Their wage bill is way bigger than ours.
It's mad. Rodrigo 220. Garvio 200. Akanji 180.
Brother, they got centre backs on 200. What? Hey,
Aki
bro.
160, Kovacic 150, Nunes 130,
Yo,
Edison
City's
100.
wage bills fucking mental. I didn't realize it was that.
Yeah, it's mad. So wait,
Bernardo's on
so Man
big,
United
big,
a
big.
second, I think. Yeah, Man United a third.
Yeah,
So who's
that
second
makes
then?
sense. Bruv.
Casemiro 350, Fernandez 300, Mason Mount 250,
Yeah, that's a crazy thing. Mason Mount 250 is nasty, bro.
Delit 195, Maguire
See the
189.
jump. We're cleansing that wage bill. You see what I'm saying? Like Anthony Rashford are gone, Sancho's gone, bro. The wage bill's looking healthy now, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh, it says loaned out. Rashford 300, Anthony 200, Sancho 150, Tyrese, Terrell, sorry, 75.
You see what I'm saying? Our wage bill is looking healthy once we get rid of these guys, bro. We
So
need to get rid of Mason Mount. Who is second then?
Must be Liverpool then. No, Liverpool's sixth. So who's second then? Arsenal fourth. United to say.
Hey man, bro, who is it? It can't be Chelsea. Yeah, actually, it might be because Raheem's on 3 bills. Hey, fucking
Yeah, Chelsea a second.
Yeah, Raheem's on 300. Chilwell's on 200 and something, 250 or something. Yeah. Oi, yeah, the old Chelsea owners had the mad wages.
Chilwell's 200. Yeah, Felix 170. Raheem 162.
Yeah, and that's half of Raheem's. Remember, because Arsenal are paying the other half. Raheem's on 300.
So it's City, Chelsea, United, Arsenal.
Yeah.
Liverpool sixth.
Remember, Arsenal are paying half of Raheem Sterling's wages.
So who's fifth then? That must be maybe not Villa.
Wow.
Yeah, Villa fifth.
Yeah, Villa got a big wage bill, bro.
Yeah,
because
Villa
remember,
fifth.
they got when you're bringing in a man like Asensio and them, man, you got to pay them dough.
But to be fair, what's mad is I'm looking. I think Rashford is 300, but everyone else is 150 down.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying because Rashford got the big contract after he had the mad season.
They still got Coutinho on their books as well, 125.
Who?
Coutinho. They
Villa
still on their books. Yeah, it says loaned out.
No way is Coutinho still a Villa player.
It says loaned out here.
Fucking hell, bro. Football's spooky.
And my man that went to Bendia.
Yeah, what? He's still on their books as well?
That's what it's saying here. It's still loaned out, bro.
Shit, the bed, bro. Nah, that's crazy, you know.
Raw.
Okay, that's why they had the PSR problems.
Yeah,
Aston Villa.
Yeah, because remember that they're saying Villa and Newcastle both have to sell. They can't really buy anything. But to be fair, Newcastle Monopoly can buy now because they made Champions League.
Yeah, but bro, that's why we need to just seal this Mbeumo move quickly before Newcastle. You get me? Because Newcastle are linked with Mbeumo as well, blood. But I can't lie, we might have to just pay the money quick time. You get me? Before Newcastle can get their pennies together, bruv. Because
the user are gonna do the whole the installments, isn't it? For
yeah, hell yeah.
Man said you're doing Klarna, I heard for
yeah, bro. We have to for everyone, bro. Listen, man, they've been doing it for ages. You know the ones. Usually in football, the fee is usually paid out over the duration of the contract, isn't it? So if you get someone on a 4-year deal, you got 4 years to pay off the fee. But if they got a release clause, you can go above the release clause and have more installments, isn't it? A lot of teams are doing that now with PSR because it's better for you financially to have a steady stream of money coming in over multiple years. Do you know what I'm saying? As opposed to having one bulk payment because it doesn't go into the next financial year. So it makes more sense to have 30 million a season coming in from one player as opposed to maybe getting 60 in one, 60 in the other. You're better off kind of having 30 million over 4 seasons instead of 60 over 2, innit? So I don't know. It just means that teams like us can spend more money. So I ain't mad. You get me? Because you can sign a big player and you're only shelling out maybe 12 million up front, which is light.
Yeah, it's true. What about what you saying about Garnacho?
Bruv, get this guy out, bruv. Did you see the video of the manager laughing, blood, when they asked man the question? It's going viral. Bruv, bro, this guy's got no professionalism whatsoever, bro. I rate it though. He was that was a blatant fuck off.
Up, like I think they were talking to Ahmad, didn't it? He said,
yeah, bro.
What do you think about Garnacho? Because it's like he was on his phone, isn't it? It's like
you're just looking down laughing, bro. You could tell you're trying to compose himself. You know
But
them ones. He
apparently,
weren't
I
meant
heard
to laugh like that.
apparently in front of the squad, I heard he said that Garnacho, like, you're not here next. Like, I don't rate you.
Yeah, he said, "Yo, you better pray someone comes in for you, bro." Because he's
Yeah.
trying to
Praise
say,
God for Liverpool.
basically, if no one comes in for you, you're just banished. You know them ones, which is mental, but we love that. Do you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
kind
this
of
is
like managers that do that. To be fair,
yeah,
but to be
this
honest,
is
but
the energy.
Garnacho said that he wants to leave. You can see it. Like
Yeah.
and even you see the tour when you lost the other day,
Mm.
and he's walking off and he done that to the camera.
Nah, who did that?
Yeah. So as your teams are walking off and they've got their medals for the game, they're walking towards the changing room, and I think you got fans and people recording like the team walking off, and then obviously you see United players are walking off a bit like upset, like because they've lost, and then Garnacho looks at someone filming, he just does that.
Oh, he filmed at someone. Nah, he saw at someone filming. He saw at a fan like.
I don't know what it was, but like I need to. I think I'll send you the clip anyway.
Hey, this is
I might
amazing,
even have
bro.
my
This
phone. Let me
guy's a dickhead though. Like, bro, man have been, yeah, man are saying, yeah, he did that still. But nah, bro, this is crazy, man. This is bruv. You know what? Like, he's been that guy though. He's been that kind of guy. You could tell he's an idiot.
I just DM'd it to you still.
Nah, that is mental, you know. Nah, bro.
Yeah.
I said he swore at the thing. Oh shit, yeah, he did. Man swore at man, bro. Nah, this crazy. Man said, imagine paying this much money for a moment and you brought your kids to enjoy it, blood. The man just swore at he swore at the camera. Yeah, that's spooky. But I've been telling man about this guy, bro. Yeah, the character is crazy. Man just looked down the barrel of the camera, you know, stuck his middle finger up. That's nasty work, bro.
Yeah, but there's no fear anymore. I don't think you see, like, man would have, like, back in the day, like, man would, if Fergie's your manager, you're not doing that, bro. You're told.
Yeah, but that's it. But
that's
this is what it is.
United, bro.
Yeah, but this is the problem, though. This is the problem because a lot of these modern managers, it's like they want to be friends with the players now. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no fear factor. There's none of those things, bro. These men are just doing whatever they're doing. So it's crazy. Like, United players would have been afraid to do shit like that because they would have had to deal with the consequences and repercussions of what was to come after. Because the players would have held them accountable, and the manager definitely would have held them accountable. So, nah, bro, that's mental, you know.
So who do you want to come into the team? So you obviously you got Kuna.
Yeah, Cunha. If we get, bro, I want Mbeumo as well. Man, want a striker. Like, I'd like Mateta if we can get Mateta, and then just run me a couple midfielders, and I'm cool, bro.
Okay.
I'll be real. Like, I just think that midfield and attack needs to be the focus of this window. Like, we got enough defenders at this football club.
But I think, do you know the problem is? You see the league, the way the league's going now, yeah? See, back in the day, team players in smaller clubs always tried to leave because their clubs were smaller than the bigger clubs.
Yeah.
Whereas now we've had a season just gone where a lot of the smaller teams have shown we can win stuff, you know.
Yeah, they can hold their own, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now I feel like that Mateta transfer 2 seasons ago is clear cut, bro. United have come in for you, I'm gone, you man, bye. But we've won the FA Cup and we're in Europa now. I don't know if I want to leave now because I'm comfortable with this squad of players. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the thing is, if they do want to leave, you're gonna have to now pay stupid money to get these players, because back in the day, Man United could go to Fulham and get a Louis Saha. Do you know what I mean? For a little bit of money. But now, if you're going to Fulham, to take their best player, you got to pay top dollar, because
especially if you're in Europe as well. Because
you got to pay top dollar now. So if you want to go to, for instance, you want to go to Crystal Palace and get Adam Wharton, who on paper is one of their best players, they're saying, yeah, you can have him 100 million. And if you don't want to pay the 100 million, they're like, all right, cool, he's not going.
Yeah,
that was never a thing before.
We don't need to sell him because we're in Europe now. Because remember, that money from Europe is going to be mad for them because they never had that before. Do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, so that's why I think some of the transfers that you're going to get are going to be sticky. Cunha's not, because Wolves were not in a rude way. Cunha weren't doing nothing in it at Wolves. Like, Wolves always, their players always kind of go. Eventually, their best players will go in it.
Yeah, Wolves ain't doing nothing. Wolves ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean?
So,
They're easy pickings in thing. They're not
yeah.
challenging for Europe.
Whereas Palace are, Newcastle are. Because remember, if Newcastle didn't make Champions League or Europe, you could have seen Bruno going. You could have seen Isaac going. Maybe Gordon. Like, you could have seen their team getting slightly Livermento, like a few man getting picked off that team. Whereas now they're all in Champions League and they're happy with their squad. That team, I don't think many people. I don't think they're going to sell anyone. I think they'll buy. I don't think they need to sell. So I feel like Brentford, they're in Europe though. Nah, am I going mad?
Nah, they just missed out.
I swear.
Yeah, they just missed out. I think on the last day.
Oh, mad. That's probably because of all the other people, the FA Cup winners and all that garbage.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think they just missed out. Still, it could have been by like a point or something mad. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things, bro. But yeah, a lot of these teams can offer things, and especially with the extra places with also the Conference League coming in and an extra European tournament now, it means teams even lower down are playing. Yeah, Brighton got Conference League, so Brighton are playing in Europe next season.
I swear.
Yeah.
Let me see this league. What?
Yeah, it's mental, bro. It's actually
I'm not
mental.
gonna lie, I don't know if Brighton deserve that one still.
And they've had a season that no one's really talking about. Brighton. No one said, they've had a really
good.
But yeah.
You see Brighton one of them teams that like they'll play well for a bit and you're like, oh my God, Brighton is so good. And then they just have this mad dip.
Oh, it's not Brighton. They're saying Forest got it. No, but Forest would have been Europa, no? Not Conference. Who got Conference?
I'm trying to look for this league now. League table. Okay, league table. Top five, obviously you got Champions League. So that's Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Chelsea, and Newcastle. Villa, Nottingham Forest, Europa in it. And then I'm thinking 8th is Brighton, so that's conference.
Yeah, so it must be Brighton.
But then Crystal Palace won Europa.
Yeah, so they get
extra,
yeah, they won the FA Cup, so they get promoted to Europa spot.
Just Google it. Because I'm baffed.
Yeah, so Forest got the 7th spot. So Forest got conference, and Palace got Europa via FA Cup. Then, yeah, it's mad confusing.
Brother, because so many teams. But remember, Newcastle won the Carabao, and that would have got them into Europa. But they were in the Champions League anyway, so that place goes to one more person in the league, innit?
I thought so. No, but actually, I think the Carabao doesn't get you Europa. I think it gets you
conference.
Maybe conference or something, or maybe it doesn't get you anything. That FA Cup gets you Europa.
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT.
Man said Brentford forward Mbeumo is intrigued by the idea of joining United. Like, people are saying that Mbeumo to Newcastle is a done deal, but I can't see that nowhere, bro. There's still chat that there's a possibility of Man United up in the pressure on getting Mbeumo. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think this Mbeumo thing's over, man. Do you know what I'm saying? It could turn out to be wrong, and Mbeumo could definitely end up at Newcastle. But bro, I think that the door's still open for United. And if the door's still open, bro, like, man, have to make sure that we get him. Or maybe they're hoping that we don't get him. That's why man are saying like it's a done deal, bro. Because I don't think it's a done deal still. I don't think it is. What's it saying about the place?
For some reason it's doing last season's one. I'm like, why? This season is 24, 25, isn't it? Or the 24. Yeah, it's 24. Yeah, it's getting it wrong, man. It's doing last year's one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's qualifying. No, let me put in the
Europa's Villa and Palace. So conference is Forest. So so maybe there's only one So what, is there only one Europa place? Oh yeah, no, there's always two for England, but the second one is of winning the FA Cup. But normally the FA Cup winners normally in the Champions League, innit? Maybe that's why it looks a bit different usually.
Oh yeah, it's come up now. Yeah. Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Chelsea, Newcastle, Wait, so we got 6 teams in the Champions League next year. Liverpool,
Really?
Arsenal, City, Chelsea, Newcastle, and Tottenham for qualifying for Europa. So that's the 6th in the Champions League. Europa, there's 2 English teams. Aston Villa finished 6th. Crystal Palace qualified by winning FA Cup. And then Conference League was Nottingham Forest. They finished 7th. It says domestic cups, EFL, Carabao, the winner qualifies for the UEFA Europa Conference League playoff. Newcastle won the EFL, but also finished 5th in the league, securing Champions League. The Conference League spot was passed down to the next obligated team, which was eligible team, which was Nottingham Forest.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. It makes sense because the team that usually wins the FA Cup is usually a top 4 team, innit? It's usually City or Arsenal or whatever. Or United won it and we nicked the space off Chelsea last time because Chelsea was supposed to get the Europa spot and then we pushed Chelsea down to the Conference League this year because we were outside.
You know what's mad? Nottingham Forest could win the Conference League next year.
They can.
And Europa, if Villa play how they played in the Champions League this season,
they can win the Europa League, 100%.
Yeah.
They can win it. They can win it.
Because Europa's not how it used to be. Because when Tottenham fans are going mad about Europa, and
there's no drop down from the champs. Us and Tottenham would have never got to the final.
That was the worst part of the Europa, because you'll be in it, and you'll bad up your group, and then everyone that finishes 3rd in the Champions League group just gets put in the flipping the Europa. You're like, oh come on, man, allow me, man.
Yeah.
But that's like you having a boxing match with I don't even know one. They say you're gonna win the belt. All right, cool. You beat couple man, whatever. Next minute, next challenger. But you see Mike Tyson coming out. You're like, hold on, blood. What's going on? Nah. Then behind him is Mayweather. Like, allow it, man. Come on, man. Allow me, man. Allow me, bro.
Nah, it's crazy. Nah, it's true. Like, listen, one thing I say about Europe is the new format has been amazing. It's been amazing. We've seen some of the best Champions League football that I've seen in recent years. I've seen some of the best games, bro. We've seen the Benfica, Barcelona games. You saw the Arsenal, Real Madrid games. We've seen some classic games, bro. Now in a short space of time.
Yeah, but I think it's been good. I think the European format's been good for the Champions League. But for the other leagues, it hasn't.
I think it's been good for the Conference League as well because you get teams like Rangers had a decent cup run. Betis got to a final. Obviously, that was in the league below, but a cup run for Rangers and stuff like that. When would you have seen Rangers get a cup run, bro? Because teams would have dropped down from the Champions League and bust Rangers' head. They would have never gone in. Like, man wouldn't have been talking about Rangers like potentially getting to a semi or like a final. That would never happen.
The Conference League's calm for me. I think the Conference League's all right. I'm talking about Europa. I feel like Europa, maybe Europa should have always been like this, where whoever qualifies for Europa is in Europa and no one else can join. Maybe that's how it should have always been. So that way, same way Champions League is.
Now you're right. It should be separate. There shouldn't be a crossover.
But Europa hasn't been like that. For a long period of time, it's been that Champions League lot drop into it, which has made it harder. So imagine there's so many people that could.
Yeah, dilutes the pool, innit? And
there's so many people that played in Europa could be like, nah, man, that's not fair, bro. Because when I was in Europa, man had to play all these man that dropped down. Whereas you lot now, it's just. And also remember, nobody really wants to be in Europa. Back in the day, Europa Cup was like, nah, man's happy to be in this cup, Whereas now,
and especially if you're in it where you can't win it as well, because if you're one of them teams where one of the big teams are going to drop down from the Champions League, it's peak, because it's like we're getting knocked out anyway. Because bro, you can fuck around and get a Barcelona or Atletico Madrid in there, bro. Like Arsenal played Atletico in the Europa.
Yeah.
How was that Europa?
And even as Leon said, Bodo Glint. But they would not have seen past the group stage in the old format, bro.
They wouldn't have.
They got to the semis.
See, so I think it's been good for teams like that, bro. I genuinely think that it's increased
their money and revenue and stuff, innit?
Yeah, it's increased the money, the revenue, but also it's increased the quality and the competitiveness of the games, because now teams are looking at it like, yo, we can actually win this. The smaller teams.
Yeah, or get far enough for it to make a financial impact on our club.
Yeah.
I hear it. It's true. It's true. That's another way to look at it.
Yeah, man. I think the overall product, it's improved the product. And in football, what they care about, is improving the product, because they need more eyes on the sport. They need to keep people watching. And especially with this young generation, that are getting the highlights of goals, on Twitter as the game's on, it's like these man definitely, there's not the same eyes on the game that there was 10, 15 years ago. It's impossible because man's attention spans are getting shorter. So anything they can do to make man watch more football, they're gonna do that.
It's actually true because when you break it down, when we used to watch football back in the day or before, we would hear about the game, innit? Like you'll see the scores, and then man's running to. It's either when you watched it live on Sky, you watched the analysis after.
Yeah.
Or Sky Sports News will show you a few goals.
And even Champions League, we would watch ITV and then we knew that the highlight show was coming on straight after the game. And then we would stay for another hour and watch all the goals from the other game.
But you'll watch Match of the Day on Saturday and that's how you saw your football. So you would listen to the analysis of Alan Hansen or do you know what I'm saying? This player or that player, do you know what I'm saying? Or that pundit to give you more of an understanding of football. Whereas nowadays, you don't need to listen to listen to pundits like that as such anymore. You just hear the same voice all the time. Gary Neville, Carragher.
Yeah.
Miko Richards every now and then. Or Henry every now and then. But it's mainly Carragher and Gary Neville, bro. That's the only voices that you hear when it comes to analysis. Roy Keane sometimes. So it's kind of like you're getting a Liverpool bias sometimes, a United bias. But then it's weird. It's like a collective, like you're not. I don't know, man. It's hard to explain, but when I used to watch football before, I feel like I used to get more of an understanding of football from.
Yeah, because it was more balanced.
Yeah, more balanced.
Yeah, 100%. It's not that normal. Do you know what I mean? It's usually man pushing certain narratives, and a lot of the time now, these guys are in the back pockets of the clubs anyway, bro. Or there's certain agendas that they want to push to certain questions. Like even the fact that Gary Neville, is one of the main pundits on Sky, but then they got him interviewing the Man United manager. It's like, what? Like, you shouldn't be interviewing managers if you're the guy that's sitting down and commentating on games because there's a conflict of interest there. There has to be.
Yeah. Because if you say something, because back in the day, remember, certain man used to say something about certain clubs. When it comes to interview, the manager's mad hostile, bro. Man's like, I ain't really, you can see it. Man's like, I ain't really feeling you, you know? Like, I was chatting Grease last week. You're like, what? Like, nah, I'm not chatting to you. You'll see man at the, when the backboard's behind them with the sponsors. A man's just standing there like, nah, bro.
That's it. You know? I ain't chatting to you. It's crazy work.
That's what my man done, isn't it? The Nottingham Forest chairman, ban Carragher and Neville from the last game of the season.
That's gangster, though. How can you tell man you're not allowed in the building, you know? It's mental. They're not allowed to do their own job, you know. Man said I own the whole building. You're not allowed in.
But I get it, but it shouldn't be allowed, though.
No, it shouldn't be allowed. But it's crazy that he can do that. You know what?
Because really and truly, because Sky can just say we're pulling from the game, bro.
Yeah.
Like we're not.
But it's nuts that he has the power to do that, though. That's a flex, bro. Man said you're not allowed in the building, bro. Man said you can work, but you have to work outside.
Do you know what's mad as well? Did you see when he was hotting up Nuno on the pitch here, and he had his phone in his hand, and he had the wire with the headphones. Brother, I'm like, how rich is this brother? Man, still using. I didn't even think he could still buy the headphones, bro.
Now he's gangster. I've still got my wire headphones as well, blood. I love them, bro. You know them ones because
that's old school, bro.
I still got my wire hands-free thing, bro. Like man still uses that. Man's never owned the AirPods, bro. Because man don't like. Because I don't like this magnetic thing. I don't like just the thought that there's a magnet going through man's head. Like, it's crazy.
But you one of them mans that when you're talking, you hold the thing like that. Yeah. That's what I was saying, yeah.
Nah, I don't need to hold it though, bro. I'll just be doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
They're chatting into there, holding a mouthpiece like, yo, man, what are you saying? Nah. Listen, man.
Nah, bro. Man, don't do them things there, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, the thing works, bro. It's just like when I see the man them, they got these lapels and I see man holding it like that's bruv, clip it on your shirt, bruv. Now every man's just standing there holding the thing like that. It's like, bro, if I wanted a handheld mic, I would have bought a handheld mic. You know what I mean? It's a lapel. Clip that shit on your shirt, like, you know the way that's like man ain't gonna stand there holding like, bro. It's like, nah, that's crazy. And all my Bluetooth headphones that I go gym with and whatever, like, I can use my phone. Like, I don't buy cheap headphones. You get me? So if you got expensive Bluetooth headphones, you can just use that. Man don't need to do the whole hands-free thing. You know what I'm saying? There's built-in microphone and them thing there. I ain't paying £300 for fucking headphones and what I can't talk on my phone. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's all mad. So man ain't doing the AirPod thing, bro. That's all crazy. And then one of it's got more battery than the other and that like you're not using them together and that. You know the way there. How you got 40% on one year and 10% on the other, bro, and you use them at the same time? Shit don't make sense. I ain't on that. That's crazy. You get me? That's a mad thing, bro. So man's not really doing all that, bro. That's like having a pair of trainers. One trainer's worn down and one trainer looks new, and that it's like you're not walking with both feet, blood. Shit don't make.
Some people do that though. Some people are lopsided, bro. I guarantee you, certain man, if they have a trainer for a pair of year, 1 year, you say to them, brother, put your trainers on the table and look at it. Certain man's trainers, one's doing this, the other's doing that. You're like, brother, how do you walk, bro? I'm telling you, that's what happens in life, you know. Everyone's got like compensation on one side of their body where they.
Mom, I hear it. You know there was but one trainer would have looked like he's been through a fucking through that thing with the shredder that they put the paper through, blood. Man got one mashup thing, you get me, on one crisp crepe like that. Don't even make no sense, bro. I be real, man. I'm just rolling with my wired headphones. But the way he chiefed up Jamie Carragher was crazy because he chiefed up Neville, yeah. And then Carragher kind of tried to do the superhero thing, and he said, "Pussy, oh, you ain't coming either." Like it was that.
Yeah, but Carragher tried to. I think Carragher said that he
tried to say that he weren't coming.
Yeah, he said he was allowed, but he said that if Neville
ain't coming, I ain't coming. He tried to do the solidarity thing. It's lies, bro. Man blatantly told you to shut your mouth because he saw you was piping up. That's what happened. Man tried to do them ones where, yeah, I weren't coming anyway. Thing. Nah, bro. You're getting paid by Sky to go. There's no way that you decided you weren't going, bro. Like, it's your job. You get me? It's mad. Imagine you said to his boss, "Oh, Neville's not going, so I'm not going." It's like, bruv, you're not Gary Neville. You know what I'm saying? So man definitely got told he ain't allowed in. He tried to do the bad man thing, and he said, "Yeah, don't turn up, bro." Because I know he had man waiting for him. Because you know them one, just have man's picture on the door. Man's not allowed in. It's crazy. I rate it though. I fully rate the Forest owner. He's a real gangster, you know. Like he took I think they got the dock points as well because he broke the laws and that when he was buying players. He don't give a fuck.
Oh, was that last season?
Yeah. I swear they got dock points as well, Forest, bro. This guy don't give a shit about the rules, cuz. He don't care.
I think that's why he nearly got relegated last season, I think.
Brother, he don't care. Man said, yeah, run me the points, the little points deduction. Man don't care. He just on smoke. Infinite smoke, banning man from buildings and that. Now he's proper.
I heard Leon got they've been banned from the transfer window for 3 seasons.
Has that been confirmed, the Leon thing? Because I know that they needed to raise like a stupid amount of money, yeah, or else they would risk relegation and stuff like that.
No,
what happened with the Leon stuff, guys?
This is different. This one. This is something to do with they didn't pay an agent or agent fee of €2,000 or something like that, or €3,000. They didn't pay it in time, and then now apparently they've been banned to transfer window for till 2027 or something like that.
Raw. Hold on. Failed payments of 3K. Only $3,000.
Yeah, 2K or 3K. Didn't pay agent's fee, and because
how can 3K get you banned, bro? Like 3K is nothing, bro.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think people are saying, but then what about City then? Because if you're banning Leon for 3 seasons for that,
it's 3 windows. They're saying not 3 season.
Oh yeah,
3 windows.
Okay,
that's still crazy though.
Yeah, but I saw 2027 on there when it said 3 windows, but 2027. So I'm like,
yeah, it could be this summer, next summer.
No, but is it this summer and then
January and then
January and then this summer? So what year is it now? 2025 summer.
Yeah, January 2027.
Yeah, so be 2027.
Yeah, till January 2027 they can. 3 windows for 3 bags is nasty, you know.
Yeah. A bag of
that's
windows.
Violent.
A bag of windows still. But...
Yeah, that's nasty, bro. You know what I mean? No, that's horrendous, bro. I can't even lie, bro. That's nasty work, man.
But if you're a player there, you're loving it though. Because if you're a player that they're thinking of getting rid of,
yeah,
you're like, but I'm here for another 2 windows. You can't get rid of me. Bear by the public champagne in Paris, but I mean in Lyon, bro.
Yeah, no, but 3 bags is nasty, you know. 3 windows for 3 bags is fuckery. Man could have said, yo, I just forgot, bro. 3K is nothing to run.
They would say that's what, like I said, did like 3 hours or something like that.
But that's what I'm trying to say. It's not like them man didn't have the money, you know. That's nastiness, bro. So them man just went to make an example of them. And I swear they had like 500 M's or something they needed to raise, or they were gonna get relegated. Is that coming into effect as well, guys? The 500 million thing, or is someone gonna buy them out or something? Because they had to raise some serious money as well, bro. Nah, bro, someone's got it in for them, bro. Someone's got it in for them. I can't even lie, because obviously they had Ryan Cherky there, but yeah, they're gonna need to sell their asset.
Yeah, I wouldn't get rid of it until you can't get rid of him now. Because if you do, you're doomed now. If they get rid of him, they're doomed, bro.
Yeah, of course, but they have to sell their assets, bro.
Yeah, not if I can't buy anyone, unless you've got like some sick academy with that couple man that you know can be like, all right, they can hold us afloat. But that's a gamble, bro.
Yeah, it's a nasty gamble, bro, and I just don't. Boy,
I remember they would have earned money from the Europa League getting to the semis as well.
True, but bro, I don't know, bro. That money, it's not 500 M's. It's not 500 M's, my bro. That's one thing I would say, bro. That's all crazy, fam.
There was one team in the Champions League. I don't know who it was. I don't know whether it was like some Polish team or something like that. They earned, Chelsea earned how much for winning the conference? I think it's like 13. I can't remember. Basically, the same amount of money Chelsea won for winning the conference. A team that didn't win any games in the Champions League won the same amount of money.
Fuck you know. Yeah, Champions League's the new Super League, blood.
Yeah, bro.
It's the new Super League. That's where the money is. That's where everyone wants to be. You get me? So, you know what I mean? But bro,
I like FFP. I like FFP though, because I feel like it's better for football now.
I do and I don't. Do you know what I'm saying? I like a regulation, but I think that they should regulate it saying that no team's allowed to spend more than 300 million net a season. I think that that's regulation. You know, like they have salary caps in football in America, and they have it in basketball and stuff like that. And then that way you can regulate everyone's kind of wage bill. Like I kind of like that in it, because to me that's more of an even kind of footing than what they do in the Premier League. Because in the NBA, like bro, we might have another team that wins the NBA title that hasn't won the NBA title in a minute. Like we're seeing different teams. We're not really seeing teams retain it, which is calm. You know them ones. Like I don't mind that. Like City got the highest wage bill, and they've had a monopoly on the Premier League, for the last nearly decade. Do you see what I'm saying? So the FFP thing, it holds back teams like Newcastle that have the oil money but can't spend it. Teams like Aston Villa. Aston Villa got one of the richest owners, but they have to sell players because of FFP, which is kind of bullshit.
But I think, but the reason why I like it is because it makes it fairer in terms of just because you have a rich owner doesn't mean that you can just ball out and do whatever you want in it. Like you've got to adhere to like. Now it's like, okay, we got to make our stadium bigger if you want to get more revenue. Or now we have to be more successful.
Yeah, we need more fans,
You know what I'm saying? Whereas Chelsea, when Abramovich came, they didn't need nothing. Man just balled out every season, just slapping money.
You're right. You're right.
Thing,
but at the same time, there's a finite amount of fans that you can get, because football is very tribal. So a lot of the time, people are inheriting their clubs from families and friends. So the big clubs will always be the big clubs. Man United will always have more fans, and Liverpool will always have more fans than other clubs because of the previous success that they've had. Do you know what I'm saying? Arsenal are always going to have the fan base that they have, and it will continue to grow. Even though they're not winning trophies, they're still going to get more fans, bro, because they've already got the fans. Do you know what I mean? It's like when you've got money, it's easier to make money.
No, I definitely hear what you're saying, but I'm saying with FFP, you can see what it's done to the league, because obviously you have teams like Newcastle that have won, Crystal Palace, whatever. Like it's allowing other teams to, it's allowing teams to not be able to go mad in a summer window and be like, I'm going to buy the best player from Palace, Brentford, this team. I could only now buy one good player from one of these.
Oh, so yeah, no, it's definitely closed the gap. It's definitely closed the gap, though.
Yeah, so now teams like Palace feel like they could build a team now. Obviously, Elise went, but normally Elise would have gone, Eze would have gone, Mitchell would have gone. Do you know what I'm saying? There would have been a couple man, and now Crystal Palace are like wallowing in 17th. Because look at Brighton. Obviously, they're more of a feeder club. But every season, if Brighton has kept that team, Brighton will be cold, bro. But every summer, their model is get players on the cheap, develop them, sell them on for a profit. But it's going to catch Brighton soon. That they like you can't keep doing it, bro, because you're going to get caught out soon to the point where you man are going to get relegated.
100%. The same thing happened with Southampton. Southampton had all them players, and then Liverpool had them as their feeder club. You know what I'm saying? And they just kept taking players from them, and sooner or later, you can't keep replacing the players that you sold. It comes to a certain point where you can't replace them, and then you start to drop down. Do you know what I mean? People are saying a fab bomber, but they're not saying what it is, bro. So you need to tell us what it is. It looks like Jadon Sancho staying at Chelsea. If he can agree a fee, if he can agree a thing, I knew he would. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. What are they saying? Is it Benjamin Sesko to Arsenal? See, bro, listen, bruv, I told you, look, they were getting Sesko. They can't afford Gyökeres, bro. They can't afford him, bro. It's the wages that thingy's on. The wages that Havertz and Jesus are on, they can't get Gyökeres. And also, Arteta's basically insinuated that Havertz is going to be his number one next season. So yeah, this is it. Havertz is still going to be starting next season. I was going to ask you about Arsenal's transfer dealings and also the Zubimendi thing as well. That hasn't officially gone through either. So hey, it's looking mad. It's not about Sesko costing more. It's about the wages, bro. Sesko will be on small wages. Gyökeres is going to want at least 200, 250 because Gyökeres is older. Gyökeres is 26, yeah, and he's seeing what Havertz is on. He's going to want Havertz money. And also, Sesko you can get for a little 140.
But I think Sesko could play in more than one position, innit? And Arteta loves that shit. Whereas Gyökeres can only play through the centre, innit? So
yeah, of course. What you saying that Sesko's an option for out wide as well or something?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd put Martinelli on the bench and put Sesko over there, blood.
Now, to be fair, you can't do worse than Martinelli, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd have Sesko over there, man, because that way, the way Arsenal played, like it can interchange, and you know that there's a man on the ball who can score or he's got pace. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was Arsenal, I'd go for both.
Yeah, you would because you got sense, but they won't.
I'll get Sesko and
Gyökeres.
Like both of them, yeah. And then at the end of the day, man have to fight for their positions, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Damn. So mad. Can't even lie. But I told you, look, it was Sesko. Told you, look, it was him. It makes so much sense. When you look at Arsenal's wages, you can't have Jesus and Havertz both on the bench, yeah, for that much money. That's over $500,000 a week on the bench. That doesn't make any sense unless you're trying to sell one of them. And it doesn't look like they're going to. So they couldn't go and get another striker that's going to be on 250K or something like that. It doesn't make any sense because you can't drop Havertz into midfield. And you definitely can't drop him on the bench for that. He's on what, 280? You can't put him on the bench. How do you tell the owners that you got 280 grand a week on the bench?
Yeah, but unfortunately, sometimes if man has to be on the bench, man has to be on the bench, bro. But to be fair, I do like Havertz's mentality in terms of when he's on the pitch. Like he's someone that like I've never seen Havertz and thought, like allow me, man. Like he misses chances, but he's on it. Like you can't fault him for that. Like anyone tries to bully man's like move, man. Like he goes in for the tackle. Like he's there, he's present. That's why I do like him. That's maybe that's why I liked him. That sometimes on the pitch you need someone on the pitch that's just not gonna have
his mentality, his attitude. You know,
I like that. Sometimes I like that little like man ain't having it nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Like that Cantona, that Roy Keane. I'm not saying he's in the same, but you need players in your team. Like United, the old school United. I swear your whole team was like that.
Yeah, we had dogs everywhere.
Everyone was on it, bro. Like,
yeah, we did. Because the team was built in the image of the manager, and our manager was a dog.
Scholes on it. Giggs wouldn't have it. Neville wouldn't have it. Further wouldn't have it. You have bare man that wouldn't have it, and that's what you need sometimes.
But you need a manager to build a team in his image, bro. Like your manager's not like that. Your manager's on making bare excuses for these men, bro, and talking about the Community Shield's a trophy and them things there. That's what your manager's on. Your manager came out and said, yo, with the points that we had and that we deserve to win the league and them things there. That's the shit he's saying.
I mean, to be fair, we did, but we didn't. So it is what it is, isn't it? Two things can be true at the same time, man.
No, but that don't make no sense because it's like I used this comparison before. You look at Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt ran his fastest times when he was in the race with the fastest people, bro. Because the faster you're running, the faster he's gonna run. So you can't say you deserved on these points, because the reality is, yeah, the team in front of you most of the time are only gonna run as fast as you're running. That's it. And the same goes for the teams around you, bro. So saying that with these points we could have won this league, we could have won that league, yeah. Like, brother, Liverpool went and got what 99 points and didn't win the league. But then they can't say that, yo, we deserve to win the league that season because that would have won the league in other seasons. Yeah, well, it didn't that season. And the chances are you only got that because you were chasing City, and City were just, you get me? So
No,
you two.
I hear you, but Liverpool can say that, like, it's mad because we did the leagues when us and City were fighting for it, we got 99 points and didn't win the league, bro.
Because you had to.
97 points and didn't win the league. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
because you had to, my brother.
No, I get it, but I'm saying there's a conversation where it's kind of like we went blind and didn't win the league, bro. So someone could argue that that Liverpool could be vexed and say, rah, yeah, we won the league on 82 points or whatever, but we also didn't win the league on 97. So allow us, innit? Like, that's why I'm not even mad at Liverpool for winning this season, because I'd be vexed if I was them too. Man can't get 99 points and not win the league, bro. Come on, man. 97. One loss for the whole season and still not win the league. Ah, brother. And they were on those leagues were, I would kind of say, on par with the Arsenal United ones. Like, in terms of whoever win the league would be the one who lost the game against Arsenal or Liverpool. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, United. Remember them days where the game at Old Trafford or Highbury or whatever, those were the games, bro. If you win them two, you win the league.
No, fact.
And I think that's safe with City and Liverpool. Those games there, those are the best games of those seasons. Those two games.
No, facts. I hear it, man. So, boy, what are you making of before we wrap up, what are you making of these Henry Arteta back and forth? I've seen a lot of these Arsenal man trying to get onto Henry because he's calling out Arteta for his lack of success at the club.
Yeah, the problem is, like, it's just, it doesn't help. So I get you want to do an interview and that's your truth, but I feel like as an Arsenal legend, there's certain things that you can and can't say, and you can say whatever you want, but the problem here is now you've created more issues with Arsenal now, because now the fan base and everyone listening, for some reason, Arsenal's one of the only clubs that you can speak about, that everyone loves to speak about. Like Chelsea, look at this the season Chelsea had. If Arsenal had that season, you'd be hearing so much more about it. The season Tottenham had, if Arsenal had that season, you'd be hearing so much more about it. So it's kind of like, now Henry said this, you've kind of allowed more people to be like, hold on a minute. Yeah, it's true. United have reached 5 finals in 6 years and Arsenal haven't. Like, so now you've just added more pressure to the team that you want to do well next season because of this interview you've done. Like, it's like, come on, man, Henry, man. That's why you can see Ian Wright he says stuff, but he says selective stuff because he knows.
Yeah, but also Ian Wright's on the payroll, blood. They might need to wheel him out to model a new jacket. You know them, man. So you get me? That's why he's not gonna come out and say these things, my brother. They're not calling Henry. Henry ain't getting them boss calls. He's not getting those calls. You get me? So
I still feel like he shouldn't have said that, man. In my opinion, I don't think he should have said it. If you're gonna say stuff, to say stuff like, I think it's time Arsenal won a cup. But I feel like the team's being built well and it's progressing, and it's day and night from the Arsenal that he inherited till now. You can see that the club's in a healthy financial position. But obviously, who am I to tell Henry? Henry's Henry in it. I can't tell him that.
I hear it. So man is saying, cool, like, you're just unnecessary, which I get. He didn't need to say it. Maybe he's got ulterior motives. Maybe he's pissed off at Arsenal because they didn't give his boy Vieira the job or something. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Maybe he does feel away. Do you know what I mean? The fact that Arteta's got 5 years, he ain't won nothing, and he's not an Arsenal legend. Like, maybe he does feel away. Maybe there's a bit of that. Do you know what I mean? But I think that the bottom line is he didn't lie.
Yeah, he didn't lie. He didn't lie, but for me, it's just like, but I'd allow it, man. There's something you just don't have to say, man. That's like someone asked me a question about you or something, and it's like, I don't know, someone's asking stuff about people on YouTube that, like, United, and just bring your name into it for no reason.
Yeah, I hear
You know
it.
what I'm
It
saying?
wasn't.
And
Yeah,
like,
it
yeah,
wasn't
but you see, man,
necessarily.
like
Yeah,
Rants, blah, blah, blah. Now it's like I've just shine the spotlight on you for no reason.
yeah.
Everyone's
No,
like,
I hear
oh,
it.
actually, yeah, Rants.
Yeah, the
Why would I do
questioning
that?
probably didn't require that answer, innit? Do you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But he didn't lie. So it's one of them ones where I don't think what he said increases pressure on Arteta. I don't think Arteta's under pressure, because if he's under pressure, he would have been sacked a long time ago.
Nah,
just
but not pressure from the board, but pressure from the fan base. Because remember, the
The
fans
fan
are
base
very.
actually backing Arteta and sending for Thierry, bro, which is crazy.
You say that, but I've seen Bear Man like Troops and a couple other man that they wanted. Bear Man have said they want Arteta out. A lot of
Yeah,
Arsenal
but he's
fans
wanted
don't like him.
Arteta out for a minute though.
Yeah,
Still,
some of my brothers are Arteta out. Bear Man are Arteta out. Like, but they just don't say it online. They can't be bothered. But a Bear Man are Arteta out, bro. Because they've had enough. Especially like they're looking at like you ain't won nothing. Like at least win an FA Cup, another one, or win a little something, Carabao, something, so we can be like, ain't great, but at least he won something. But a lot of men are like, nah, man. And also how he deals with certain players. That Havertz in midfield in certain games, or certain things where like you're not resting Saka. Saka's playing every minute, every game. That you take him off 89th minute. What you do? What's happening here, man?
Yeah, no, a lot of foolishness still.
You know what I'm saying? Why is Saka even playing this game?
No, I hear it. No, there's been a lot of foolishness, so I get it. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a weird one. But yeah, people, hey, love everyone inside. You know what I'm saying? Big turnout today. Do you know what I mean? We're going back to back, so we got Rants and Gunner coming up next, bro. You know what I mean? Let them know what to look out for the rest of the week from you, my brother.
Just check out my podcast, Free Shots Tequila. Just follow me on the socials, Marvin Abbey, TikTok, whatever, Instagram. Yeah, and that's about it, my bro. Love, man. I'll be back next week anyway as well.
That's it.
So
come on, people. Do you know what I mean? Big up. You man already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? We're going back to back. So yeah, man, hit the refresh button.